Hello, and welcome back to another week of Sambo iRacing. Don't know why I said it like that. Anyway, we're back in the Mercedes AMG, this time at Okayama, full for what promises to be a wonderful week of racing. Don't I always say that? If you are new to my channel, we do a hot lap, then a breakdown, then we are back in the cockpit one final time with the driving line on. In terms of the conditions that the session was on, it is air temp 20 and track temp 32. So air temp 20, track temp 32. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and let's start the hot lap. All right, let's give this a go. So we're smashing it down the main straight, looking for the blue car and on the right-hand side, braking up to about 70%, long trail off, down to second gear, clipping the corner, smoothly back on the gas over to the right-hand side, looking for this extra asphalt. Then we do a light brake down to third, back on the gas. Got to be really steady with that throttle on exit. Cutting these corners as best we can, looking for the 50, braking up to about 75, 80%, again, down to second gear, very much like the Mazda MX-5, to be honest, in terms of braking zones. Right, we're going to go just through the 100. Now we're going to brake quite hard, up to about 95%, trail it off, down to second, down to first at the apex, back on the gas smoothly, up to second, light dab on the brakes, down to second gear, back on the gas. Now we're going to copy and paste that corner for the next one. Back on the gas again, cutting the corner, exit nice and wide using all the track. Looking for the 50 just after that. We're going to brake up to about 70% again down to first gear, quick short shift up to second. Sorry, I forgot what my brain was doing there. Down to first gear, up to third, lift through this corner, back on the gas, cutting it, don't cross the yellow line, braking up to about 60%, and again short trail off, down to second gear, pin our ears back for the line, and over and across we go in a 127.3. Right, let's do the breakdown. Right, let's charge through a breakdown. So first braking marker, again, blue cone on the right-hand side. So just before we get there, what's this, 3 or 4 car lengths? Start on the brakes, brake briefly up to about 70%, hold it, hold it, hold it. Now we trade it off, down to second and back on the gas. There we go. At the apex, where? There, okay, I've started getting back on the gas now. And it's patiently getting back on the gas if you look at the telemetry graph there. Now we're looking for this green rumble strip on the right-hand side. So just as we get there, we're lightly on the brakes up to about 20%, hold it, hold it, hold it, drop it off, and now we're back on the gas up to about 2/3 at the apex. And then it's just a steady increase of throttle pressure. Through these, now we're looking for the 50 board on the left-hand side, so we're going to start braking exactly now. And again, we're braking up to about 75%, quicker trail off this time, down to second, looking to get on the gas as early as possible. And again, it's not one where you can just stomp down with your right foot. It'll be a little bit more circumspect than that, or you'll lose the rear. Now we are looking for the 100-meter board, and we're going to start braking just after it and just before this porta potty. So as you can see, now on the brakes, I go up to 95% briefly, hold it, and now I drop it down. And I like to go down to first gear. I have seen some people do second gear around here. They're obviously carrying more speed than me or taking a wider entry. My line isn't definitive. Up to second gear. Now, just before we start sort of going down this hill, I'm going to do a lift. And I go onto the brakes about 30%, trail that off, and I'm looking to get back on the gas here, really cutting the corner as much as I can without the X. Back on the gas, exit nice and wide. Now we've got a lot more. I could probably be half a yard more over to the right than I am here, but it's not too bad a line that I've taken. As I get to the next curbing here, I'm going to come off the gas, on the brakes up to about 25% again, and now I trail that off, and I'm back on the gas at the apex, cutting the corner. You want to be on the gas as fast as possible, and that's going to push you out wide here. 50 board on the right-hand side. Just as we've gone through that, I'm going to be braking again up to about 70%. It's more or less the sweet spot in this car around here in these conditions. Trail that off sharply, down to first gear, and again, we're picking back up on the gas at the apex. Back over to the left-hand side as much as we can. We're up to second gear. Now we're going to lightly go on the brakes up to about 25%. Quick trail off, down to first gear, picking back up on the gas at the apex again. Now up to third, we're going to go past this Marshall's Hope we're about to go past on the left-hand side. Do a big lift. We want to really cut this corner, but our right-hand tyres can't cross the yellow line. Back on the gas, and now at the start, the gravel on the left-hand side where the green asphalt stops. We brake briefly up to about 65%, sharp trail off this time, down to second gear, and we're back on the gas at the apex. That is the breakdown lap for the Mercedes AMG Evo GT3 at Okayama full. We got one final version coming up next with the driving line on without me talking. If that's your thing, enjoy it.